Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news highlights for the week ending the 12th of May, looking at CitizenCon Info, a sneak peek at the Prowler, more Tumbril Ranger Concept Details, roadmap updates, hopeful rectification of users incorrectly affected by the $0 CCE removals, and animation info from Star Citizen Live. Let's start with the week's newsletter. What's that on the horizon? Could it be the first rumblings of CitizenCon 2949? It could, and it is. Citizens rejoice and save the date for another epic celebration of and with you, the Star Citizen community. Also this week, Tumbril unveils its latest terrestrial terror and harnesses the renegade spirit of the open road with the new Ranger. Subs get more Rust Society duds, and the Galactic Guide takes us to the proudly defiant Sharon system. You can find links to all of that in the description below for more details on those individual pieces, but this is just going to be the highlights of that news. CitizenCon date and venue announcements. So the date and venue of CitizenCon 2019 have been announced, this time a few weeks later than previous years, and it looks to coincide with the anniversary sales. November 23rd is the date for CitizenCon. It's at Manchester Central Convention Complex in the UK, and there was a lore quote as well. We have become explorers again. We have resurrected mystery, discovery, and adventure. And that quote's by Nick Croshaw in-game, who I believe discovered the Croshaw system and was the first person to use a jump point or find and discover jump points. This could be a hint at what we might see at CitizenCon. The Carrack jump points, or it could just be a cool quote. Maybe we'll see another system. We'll do a bit of theorycraft after I've seen the monthly report. Those monthly reports are coming next week now. They were supposed to be this week, but they've postponed them by a week because they're adding some more bits and bobs to them. I also want to say that that venue that they've got there is gigantic, and it's most probable that CIG just have a large section of the building rather than the full building. Just looking at going, there's no way they could have possibly rented it all out. Maybe they have, but I think it's unlikely. The sneak peek this week took a minute for me to figure out, but it appears to be the cockpit of the Asperia Prowler. So that's the Tavaran sort of like remade ship by Asperia. Very much looking forward to that. Very cool ship. And I believe that's coming in 3.8, and at least that's where it's currently pegged. So the end of this year for that Prowler. Tumbril Ranger. So the Ranger concept sale is now in full swing, and there's 3 bikes available to buy until the end of June 10th. From $30 each. There were some additional details. The CV can carry 1.2 standard cargo units of cargo in current plans and has double the fuel capacity. The RC has an additional power plant and looks to be rather better tuned for racing, potentially faster, better acceleration handling and or braking. The TR appears just to have those 2 size 1 weapons and no other changes. It's confirmed that you can upgrade these into ships with the CCU system, and a lot of people are buying those $30 Warbond versions to then have a lifetime insurance token to upgrade into a ship later. With that in mind, the Warbond version does give you an additional piece of clothing or armor that would persist even when you upgrade to another ship or vehicle. So if you are doing that for a lifetime insurance sort of like token, make sure you choose the piece of clothing you like the most. There is going to be a Q&A on those bikes soon. Links to the Ask Your Question thread down below so you can get involved with that. Some roadmap updates for Star Citizen's Persistent Universe and 3.6, which is the next patch coming at the end of June. Glass visor and HUD improvements have now been pushed back to 3.7. There is, however, a new feature, the Character Customization System V2, improvements to the Character Customization feature, which include iterations on facial blending systems and significant updates to the user interface and experience. Rest stop exteriors, the transit system, weapon attachments, 3D pathfinding, the 890 jump, harvestable entity spawning, and the black market economy have made very good progress this month for 3.6. Or this week, in fact. The lore system has had new tasks added to it, as well as some completed. For Squadron 42, flight gunship AI and flight wingman commands have been pushed back to Q3. The monthly reports will be out next week now for both Squadron 42 and Star Citizen, and I will get summaries up of those as soon as I can. Star Citizen Live summary. This week it was on animation application. They make props and physical mock-ups of bars and things for motion capture so that they can have people, when they record the mocap or when they hand key sort of like animations, whatever, they can test that. They can have appropriate sort of like physical mock-ups for the actors to use, or the guns or bottles or whatever to pick up and look at and go, well, this is how I would hold it. They went through some of the new emotes and mocap they are adding to the game, like doing a cuckoo, facepalm, finger guns, shooting their eyes, all that sort of stuff. Lots and lots of new ones that were directed by the backers that were at 2018 CitizenCon, or at least some of the winners that got to put their emotes in the game. The mocap is a little bit influenced by the actor. Obviously, they put their own swing onto it because they are doing the action. T-posing actually seems to do something for the calibration process as part of mocap. So they start in a T-pose and then will go back to a T-pose when they finished the animation. I demand that we have an actual T-pose emote in the future. They capture animations at 120 frames and then scale it down to 30 frames for the server. They have head and vision stabilization for poses and emotes, so you don't get seasick. These animations typically get some hand-keyed work as well to make them the best they can. They do have sort of like automatic blending and smoothing as well. There are a range of emotes and more for sitting as well. IK is inverse kinematics and allows for joints, in the case of the editor anyway, to be moved around in a chain. FK is forward kinematics and deals with a specific joint and forward beyond it, so it moves everything beyond that joint and that joint. There is an update to the $0 CCU issues that removed some CCUs from players that still had legitimate value. Xylo made a statement in regards to the removal of the $0 CCUs. This is still ongoing as we work to avoid any potential further issues. We've already gone through most of them. In regards to $0 CCUs that indeed have value, it's intended that you do not lose those. We've reversed the issue that removed them, and you should see them back on your account. If for any reason you do not, definitely contact the customer support team and we're going to get fixed for you. So if you have a CCU that's been removed that was not a $0 CCU that had value or whatever and has not been returned, then make sure you contact customer service. And that's it for this week's news. Every month we have a ship giveaway on the channel for May 2019. It's for another Drake Corsair exploration ship, donated in the name of the People's Radio. They are a 24/7 radio station providing music in the Verse News and in Law Commercials, and are operated by the People's Alliance of Levski. To be in for a chance of winning that ship, be subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on any of my videos made during the month. Links to the People's Radio and more information on the giveaway in the description below. If you are looking for a gaming PC or to upgrade, then instead consider Shadow Cloud gaming PCs, which leverage your internet connection and a data center to turn any device, your old PC, a phone, a tablet, a laptop, whatever, into a powerful Windows 10 gaming environment. It's subscription-based, so won't break the bank, and is a fantastic alternative to buying your own PC. If you are looking for a VPN, then I use NordVPN as well. It's mega cheap, allows me to upload, play games, browse with more security and privacy than I would otherwise have. For both of those, links are below, and use the code BoredGamer to receive a discount on either. BoredGamer is supported by its community via Patreon, the YouTube join button, Subscribestar, Twitch, direct donations, people throwing ships at me. A massive thank you to everyone that goes the extra mile to support me. It genuinely does help. Just like everything else, links are below for people that would like to get involved with that as well. But if you want to give feedback, there are details there that you can get onto my Discord, discord.gg/BoredGamer, or contact@boredgamer.co.uk if you want to send me an email. Just get in contact, give me feedback. Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you.